Hi everyone, myself Keertika working as Assistant Professor at Department of Management Studies of K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology, Tirunelveli. In this video, we are going to discuss about training evaluation. The training evaluation involves assessment of effectiveness of training program which has been delivered for the employees. First, let us start with knowing about what is meant by training evaluation. This evaluation involves the assessment of effectiveness of training program. So, this assessment is done by collecting data whether the participants were satisfied with the deliverables of the training program, whether they have learned something from the training and are able to apply those skills at their workplace. There are different tools for assessment of training program depending upon the kind of training conducted. So first, there are basically two kinds of training program called as Kirkpatrick model of training evaluation and CRO model of training evaluation. First, let us discuss with the Kirkpatrick model of training evaluation. So organizations spend a huge amount of money for training their employees at various levels and on various competencies, behavioral and technical. So first, Donald Kirkpatrick is a professor. He found this model of training evaluation. So in this Kirkpatrick model, there are four levels. The first level is about reaction. Reaction implies how favorably the participants have responded to the training. This evaluation primarily involves the feedback on training and about the trainer. The most common collection tool is questionnaire that analyzes the content, methodology, facilities and the course content. Then the next level is learning. At the level of learning, the evaluation is done on the basis of change in attitudes, skills and knowledge of the trainees. The evaluation involves observation and analysis of voice, behavior, text and gestures of the participants. Next, the level is behavior. Behavior evaluation analyzes the transfer of learning from training session to the workplace. Here, the primary tool for evaluation is predominantly the observation. Apart from the observation, a combination of questionnaires and 360 feedbacks are also used. Next, the final level is result. The result stage makes evaluation towards the bottom line of organization. Here, the definition of the result depends upon the goal of the training program. The evaluation is done by using a control group allowing certain time for results to be achieved. Next model we are going to discuss is about CARO model. This CARO model was developed by Barr and Bird and Ratchcom and published in 1970 in their book called as Evaluation of Management Training. CARO stands for Context, Input, Reaction and Output. The key difference in CARO and Kirkpatrick model is that CARO focus on measurements taken before and after of training has carried out. One criticism of this model is that it does not make into account behavior. Some practitioners feel that it is therefore more suited to management focused training program rather than those designed for people working at lower levels in an organization. First, let us discuss about context. This is about identifying and evaluating training needs based on collecting information about performance deficiencies and based on this setting training objectives which may be at three levels. The three levels are the ultimate objective, intermediate objective and immediate objective. The ultimate objective is about a particular organizational deficiency that the training program will eliminate. Then the intermediate objective is provided to change the employee's work behaviors which is necessary for the ultimate objective to be achieved. Next, the immediate objectives. The new knowledge, skills or attitudes that employees need to acquire in order to change their behavior and so they achieve in the intermediate objectives. Next stage is input. This is about analyzing the effectiveness of training courses in terms of their design, planning, management and delivery. It also involves analyzing the organization resources available and determining how this can be best used to achieve the desired objectives. Next level is reaction. This is about analyzing the reaction of delegates to the training in order to make improvements. This evaluation is obviously subjective, so needs to be collected in as systematic and objective way as possible. Next, the outcome. Outcomes are evaluated in terms of what actually happened as a result of training. Outcomes are measured at any or all following four levels depending on the purpose of evaluation on the resources that are available. Next, we shall discuss about the cost benefit analysis. As discussed in previous slides, it is very important to evaluate the benefits of training and be able to put in terms of numbers. Training comes at cost, and therefore any organization would be interested in knowing the return on investment, which is called as ROI. Organizations use different methods to assess benefits from training in terms of numbers, that is the profits. Some of the frequently used methods are ROI and utility analysis. There are many costs that are associated with the training apart from the direct and apparent cost also. Okay, first is the various models that are used to estimate the benefits of training program are the ROI model, the return on investment model. Organizations spend huge amount of money for employee development, and so it is very important to ascertain the benefit. So here we have given the basic formula for calculating the return on investment, that too in percentage, which is ROI. ROI is equal to program benefits divided by cost incurred for training program into 100. So next we are going to see is about utility analysis. This is another way of reflecting upon the usefulness of training program. Utility itself is a function of duration up to which the training leaves an impact upon the trainee. The relative importance of training program, the importance of position or profile that receive training, and the cost of conducting the training. For example, leadership programs conducted from the top and middle management tend to be high on value, whereas sales training program for the frontline staffs tends to be low on value scale. Utility analysis basically derives the effectiveness from analyzing the changes in behavior of the trainee and the positive financial implications of the same. This model is not very famous because of the deductions are made essentially subjective in nature. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.